Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And today we're listening to Louie by Kenny Beats. You heard about him when we did the Denzel project, which was produced by him. So you basically kind of heard a whole album of his already, but it was with Denzel rapping over it, the Unlocked album. So this is his first solo studio album, which came out not that long ago, a few months back. The first track is called Leonard.
Why did people start calling me that?
Louie all started from, originally it came from Moire.
Oh,
It
Rich.
starts with Rich Boy. Lou. Started with him. And he used to call me Louis J. all the time. And then it just progressed from there. And then all of a sudden it was like, then when you started doing things, I'm going like, Lou, what the hell was going on? And then your mother capitalized on Lou only. She loved Lou. She called you Lou all the time, exclusively for the rest of your life.
Wait, so I guess his name is, I guess his nickname is Louie, that from his mom, not
His dad. That was his dad talking, no?
Yeah, but I think he was talking about him, to him, about him, pretty sure. Because it sounds like he's talking to him, saying like your mom only calls you Louie.
Oh, I thought he said me.
I think, I don't know if he said me or him, but they said the real name is Charles, so I don't know. It was like him explaining why. The second track is called Parenthesis.
That was it? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's kind of cool.
It's just like an intro. It's mainly instrumentals. Like there's some vocals here and there, samples, but it's mainly instrumentals. Though.
It's almost like today's producers are more like the DJs of old, right?
Oh, so
Like they come up with the music or the arrangements that
Yeah.
the artist can work with.
yeah,
And if it goes really well, then another artist wants to use it,
yeah.
and so on. A little bit of everything: piano, horns.
Yeah.
That I call it like the Alvin sound.
Yeah, the pitched up sample.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if you remember, but when we did the Denzel, I was saying how he's very unique because he is so good at like making synthetic hip hop, like drums and stuff, but he has a very musical background. Like he went to, I think Yale for music. Could be wrong. One of those prestigious,
Ivy League.
yeah, for music, and like he learned to like compose and stuff and play piano and play guitar. So he has like kind of the mixture of the like hip hop style production with a lot of live instrumentation that he can do on his own.
Cool.
The next track's called Hold My Hand.
Yeah, it's a very studio feel, like just putting stuff together, jamming.
At night in my dreams, I'm in ecstasy, it seems.
Yeah, the like classic soul sample style of production, you know,
Yeah.
taking the soul, whatever that old soul sample is, and chopping it, kind of the Kanye style,
Playing
sort
with
of
it, and
messing with the vocals and stuff.
it's interesting that they would want to put that out with no, singing or like real, like maybe he could have used some of this stuff to attract an artist, but
Yeah,
just
but
really
he's done
wanted-
that multiple times, so I think this was him just wanting to let his production be at the forefront, let his name be at the forefront for once, because it's usually just a beat for a rapper or a singer. So the next track is called So They Say. A lot of short tracks too. Like some of these are like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Louie. I made this recording all by myself. The first thing I have to tell you is this.
Is that really him? No.
No, it's some sample.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a Latin feel, but yeah, it feels like a nice Sunday morning, bike ride, sipping coffee, hanging out. Listen, it doesn't. There's no real catchiness to something that repeats in your head or anything.
This was an album that I would listen to whenever I would go for walks with the dogs.
It has that feel. Yeah.
I was listening to this a lot. It's just a really nice, relaxing listen.
I can tell.
So the first feature is coming up. None of them are listed, but I know who they are. This is called Family Tree. It's featuring Slow Tie, who's a very popular UK rap artist. They've worked together before, so they're frequent collaborators. So this one's called Family Tree.
I said, f*** your mom, f*** your sister, f*** your fucking sperm donor of a father. I'll shoot your daddy up in a club backside. I want a Brazilian bum tea.
And I got insufficient funds. I'm sick of living in no rent. I gave my partner all the crumbs. She said you're better off dead. So fuck your sister, your mother, your brother, and your dad. So when I go home, and there ain't no turning back.
That one felt like it definitely could have had someone, rapping over that.
Yeah.
Had a little Jamaican flavor, a little Jamaican touch.
Yeah.
A lot of electric guitar, smooth drumming.
Yeah, it kind of feels like
Nice bass.
It feels like the vocals on the album that come in rarely feel like an artist that's like trying to, like you said, like the studio feel.
Yeah.
It feels like the artist is trying to feel out the beat.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like it's not a fledged out.
That's why I asked you.
Track.
I think if you're gonna if you were to practice, this feels like a good one to.
Yeah, like
you could put that on repeat, that one, and just try something.
Which is how a lot of artists do it. Like that would play for a couple hours.
Yeah,
and you just mess with different
until you
flows
find something
or
that
hooks.
Works. Yeah,
but it's cool though. I feel like that gives it more of a laid back feel where it's like, okay, it's just kind of him trying to try different things out, and he's just still showing off just his beat, his production.
I mean, I know we're stopping after each one, but it easily feels like
it flows quick.
Yeah, that there's the transitions could go and not even.
I'll let them.
Okay.
I'll go back a little for each so we can hear, but yeah, it's definitely like a full listen
continuation.
Through. Yeah. The next one's called Hooper. I'll go back a little bit. Style trumpets,
and that bass line just hangs on that last note.
Yeah, he's a big bass Leonard guy.
Yeah, right there. It sounded like he was.
Yeah, the transition is right there, but I
like he was
stopped it.
playing with some type of, you know, unintelligible, words, just trying to fit some flow into it. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wouldn't have thought. I guess Pharrell's put out an album, right? Has he ever done?
No, he usually has his own vocals or guest vocals on his album. He hasn't just done like a straight up production.
I guess there really aren't too many that do this.
They used to be called beat tapes. It's a very rare thing nowadays.
That it would be its own
its own
project.
Official release, which is nice. I kind of like that. This is a very different.
I'm surprised
style of album.
Yeah.
The next one's called Still, and it has some JPEG Mafia vocals on it.
Shake it up.
I would never have thought that the JPEG flow
Would be on this speed.
would work with that speed would work with the speed of the music, which just goes to show that I think any kind of music is the canvas for these guys. They can do it.
Yeah, you can't play this around no rapper, yo, because it's just gonna be like you just keep this locked the fuck up. Don't.
He does like these Twitch live streams, Kenny Beats, like once a week, where it's just him and his
shows. You do him?
Yeah, it's him in his basement in his studio, and he'll just sit there and like. You can watch. It's really phenomenal.
I'd like to watch.
I spent most of COVID watching his stream, like in 2020, because like you'll see him just sit there. He has this like he puts his screen on screen, and then he has like a face cam. But you'll see him start from nothing in his studio, and then get a bass out, do a bass line, put it in, put some drums,
and a half hour you've got.
And within 20 minutes, sometimes even 15 minutes, it's like a full-fledged multi-orchestra song. And the killer thing is sometimes he'll just make the most wicked beat ever and then just like click delete and just be like, nah, I'd be like, I'm gonna get another. And everyone's always like, what the fuck? Like, how did you delete that?
Yeah, I guess
he just constantly like makes shit, stores shit, deletes shit.
That must have kept him sane too, having everybody be part of that. And I gotta wonder, like you said, hit delete. I would myself, if I was that, I would be hesitant to delete anything, because I would want like every part of my work and my effort to be recorded, so that if I ever go back to it, and especially since it's digital, you're not running out of space.
You know what's crazy too is that Timbaland started doing it as well around that time. He was also an iconic producer, hip hop producer. And J. Cole was actually watching the Twitch stream back in 2020. And Timbaland did the same thing. He made a beat from scratch, was playing it for a couple minutes, and then deleted it. And then J. Cole texted him that night and was like, he didn't realize that he deleted it. He just saw him make the beat. And he texted him and he's like, dude, I need that beat for my album. And Timbaland's like, I didn't save that shit. He's like, I deleted the whole thing. So then he had Timbaland go back and watch him make it. And then he had Timbaland recreate it.
Man.
And then that's actually on his last album, is from one of those Twitch streams, one of the beats he made.
Because I know from just being a fan of Rolling Stones, they when they were trying to find a song, they would be in studio recording things, and I guess in those days you had to press
physically.
physically press record or buy some kind of recording device. And many of the songs that they chose not to put on an album, they didn't delete them. They just like put them in a vault somewhere.
Because it's like
an actual reel to reel, like on celluloid. And years later, they would go back and revisit and say, "Oh, maybe if we
that's the cool part of physical." Like it doesn't just disappear into a void.
So I'd be nervous to delete my own. Because maybe you don't hear it, but then you play it and J. Cole could say, "Oh, if I just
and
if I just
Timbaland wasn't
he
wasn't even reacting to it. Like he was like nodding his head a little bit, and then he was just like, "Nah." The next track is called Moire, Moire, Moire.
Anything to nobody.
Hey, Louie. Hey, Louie.
There's some similarities to what we were listening to last night with Gorillaz.
Think so?
A little bit with that, the pumping air sound.
Yeah.
Like a pedal. The drum work, whether it's live or not, I don't know. It sure sounds live.
I think they're mainly live drums.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big drum player.
Very sharp with the horns.
Yeah.
Sounds nice. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't get that.
No,
That was live. There was a trumpeter I guess when I was growing up, my mom bought the album, and it was Herb. His name was Herb, not Herb. Herb, H-E-R-P. No, I'm sorry. Herb Albert, and I thought it was Albert, but it was Alpert. And he was just an amazing trumpeter. But the thing about like he would just come up with these wild names for songs, just like this. He would just play a trumpet and call it a song.
Yeah.
And one of them was called Whipped Cream. And the album cover was this, I think I told you, there was a girl on the cover just completely covered in whipped cream. And I mean, as a 11, 12-year-old kid, I was like totally intoxicated with the album cover. Like, oh my God, look at this! Like, just one wrong move, or who got to put this whipped cream on this one? It was like there was so many imaginations going through my mind, and I just couldn't imagine like why would he call this song? Whipped cream.
Who knows? MF Doom actually did that for like every single song that he's made. The beat has its own name, like. That one I sent you, that cover, that beat is technically the Rap Snitch Knishes. That beat is called Coffin Nails. So it's like he would create that as a piece of music itself and title it, and then make the song and title it something else, which is really cool.
I mean, the amount of stuff I thought I knew about music,
or even just especially hip hop. There's so many.
I mean, you're just dwarfing my knowledge to be like, if you think about how many projects and the time, the effort, the amount of manual work to compile something. And then if you do and you say, oh, well, I'm not going to, reach out for an artist. I'm just going to use this myself because it's like extra. I mean, it's amazing how much time and, they actually have to live and breathe this stuff 24 hours a day in order
to get any good content
and even then you may or may not be successful.
The next one's called Get Around.
I think that was the name of a Beach Boys song. But when he does put a beat in, it's really hard.
Yeah, like
It's loud and it's right.
his drums
in your
are
face.
one of a kind.
The thump is
Yeah.
like boom, like it really. You can't miss it. Again, very unintelligible ending where I was surprised that it slowed down the way it did. I thought he would have ended it like with the fast pace.
Yeah.
But then when he slowed it down, you could really hear the chaos of a mind like that, where there's just so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's like getting a peek inside someone's skull and you
Operating
see
at a different speed.
Yeah, all this stuff is electrically bouncing around in their head, and they somehow manage to get a piece of it out, you know, that you can get a peek into.
Yeah.
But boy,
Yeah, that's really pretty outro on that
yeah,
track.
a little sinister, the outro.
Yeah, because
but-
the voice is kind of
A little
yeah, you're right. It's like
demonic.
you can't really tell what he's saying, but it's just kind of like whispering.
Right,
into
and
the-
it felt like he was like he was searching for some words, or
some
maybe
hook
it
or
was
something.
words,
Yeah.
but just purposely distorted.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
The next one's called Eternal.
By human logic, we sometimes confine ourselves to one plane of the universe.
Yeah, when the beat comes in, man, it's there. Either that, or did you change the sound quality?
No. He just has very crispy bass
Very,
and drums.
very clean.
Nice little organ. keys.
What's this one called?
Eternal.
Live Forever.
And then like after I did that, I was like, there's so many niggas named Louie, bro. Right after right after that, I was like, we came here.
Good beat. Great beat.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a soundtrack for, like you said, whether it's, you know, going on a long walk, hitting the gym, doing your thing from, you know, machine to machine. Very easy to groove out to.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
Just chill.
Yeah, don't, you know, there's no lyrics to repeat. A beat that changes from song to song. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. The next one is
Project.
one of my favorite ones. It's called Last Words. It's featuring an artist by the name of Remy Wolf, who's still a pretty relatively up and coming artist. She actually put out an album, I want to say last year or maybe the year before, which was her debut album, which is really, really fantastic. She's an incredible musician.
I have to correct myself. The name of that Herb Albert. No, go ahead, let it play.
Oh, no, go
The
ahead.
name of that Herb Albert thing was A Taste of Honey.
Of what, the song?
Yeah, not whipped cream. It was,
Oh,
It was
okay.
A Taste of the name
Was
of the album.
Was the
at
girl
least,
covered in,
from head to toe?
was it still whipped cream?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well,
or was it
gave,
honey?
it gave the impression of whipped cream, but I think years later he admitted they had to do shaving cream because the whipped cream melted
Right.
too easily in the
That makes sense.
in the
Studio lights.
Yeah. Is that her?
Yeah, singing. Yeah.
Nice crackle in her voice.
As far as the bar, it's like, you know,
goodbye when I'm gone, and I'm gonna live forever, so you can't never tell me goodbye. I'm here forever. I'm immortal. I'm a statue. I'm a public figure, trophy that's nice and shiny. I'm here forever like air.
That one was too short.
Yeah, I know, it's so
God.
good. I think that's Vince Staples. There was another rapper that he works with a lot. Kenny Beats. I guess just seems to be putting like conversations with various people, mainly around the topic of life.
What was the name of that one again?
Last Words. Yeah, such a great track. Great horn section too there at the end.
Very nice horns.
Yeah, I mean her voice is a little I think it's like pitched there a little bit. That's not like her natural.
Maybe a
but
little.
It fits the kind of groovy, chill vibe of that.
Very chill. Very, very Sunday morning on
the porch.
Just having a cigar for myself and or just
it's really nice.
I could listen to this from beginning to end and just just for music's sake.
Yeah. The next one's called Drop 10.
Say goodbye to the air.
Little Jackson 5s.
Yeah.
Keeps throwing Louie in there.
Yeah.
I like this one. It has like a little 60s, 70s feel to it. Very Jackson 5-y. That was big. I think I told you sometimes the radio DJs became as famous as the music they were playing.
Yeah,
because they would,
like as a personality.
Yeah, very personality. You had Wolfman Jack and just these guys that would do the overnights, and they either would talk like that, like as if you were the only one that they were speaking to.
At the Perch 103.6
6 FM.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that one actually, I'm getting more like it has such a laid back feeling, like even laying in one of those hammocks. On a nice day, and you just swing it back and forth and listen to this. I mean,
I wonder if his dad actually had a radio station or if they were just messing around.
Yeah, it's really great that he has that. I mean, probably at that time this had to have been stuff like on a
he probably had to digitize
recorder
it for the record.
Yeah.
The next one is called Really, Really.
Here we go.
We could do it, try to do it, really, really, you could do it. I could do it, you could do it, she could do it, they could do it. I could do it, you could do it, really, really, you could do it.
And it's a pleasure to be here with you. We'd like to know, where do you come from?
Well, I live in Los Angeles.
This is badass, this one.
Yeah.
I hate you, Kenny.
This is my favorite so far. I don't know why. Very groovy too.
Yeah. Killer drums. killer drums.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's cool. Good. Like it's definitely him just, showing off his ability to make incredible drum loops or guitar loops.
Very similar to like what we, again, I'm saying it like comparing to Gorillaz is that every track here is its own
little thing.
Yeah. And again, to think that one person has this much stuff in their arsenal to put out for the world.
Yeah.
Really blows my mind.
He's very talented.
Wow.
The next track is called That Third Thing.
Can you help us out?
talk dirty or listening to read entertainment to relax and cool down.
Yeah, I mean, from a very early age, he was definitely involved in, musical interest.
Yeah.
Some voice, some conversation going on there in the back. I apologize. Almost sounds like a play. Almost sounds like a play on Happy Birthday. Maybe it's just me.
Saying, "Hey, Louie."
Oh.
It's about transition. I had to
Very interesting, that one.
A
little more dreamlike.
Yeah.
Especially with the little kid conversation going on in the back quietly.
I think he just has a shit ton of artist vocals sitting on his laptop, which makes sense because he's a producer and he gets sent a lot of vocals. There's even little ad-libs and stuff that I've noticed from one of those little AOs was from this rapper West Side Gun that he just randomly threw in there. But he probably has so many vocal files because, you know what I mean? If they're making a project or a song, or he's probably just getting sent vocals or
I heard on a couple of them where it just goes hey, and that had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, so I think he's just taking little
snippets,
things that he had from people and just kind of sneaking it in there.
That's how much work that takes.
Oh yeah,
to find,
yeah,
and then use and say, choice A versus choice,
or even just to show how many people mess with him. That you know what I mean. That he has that big of a catalog of artists that's just either wanting to work with him or they have stuff that they haven't released.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The second to last track is called Rotten.
I want to do a little something like this right here.
Rotten?
Yeah. By the name of Nami doing those vocals.
A little slower than the others.
Yeah. Also another kind of dreamy-ish.
Yeah. Still stayed with that. I didn't want to say it again for a repetition, but it definitely had that.
Yeah,
feel.
a little spaced out.
Yeah, spaced out.
This is the last track. It's probably my favorite one.
Oh, again, you had another favorite one already.
Well, Last Words was one of my Last Words and Still are two of my favorites with JPEG and Remy.
But this is your favorite on this project?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's the final track.
What's it called?
It's called Hot Hand.
Louie? Louie?
No, señor. Esa sí es. Palma.
Is that kind of drum or?
I'm not sure.
thought that was going to go on because that was chaotic.
Yeah.
It rose to a crescendo
like
when
tribal.
everything. Yeah, very from the very beginning with the. I couldn't tell if they were congos, bongos, but definitely a different.
Yeah, it might be some kind of hand drum.
It felt like it.
But the build over the whole track just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, the voices.
The screaming.
Yeah, very, very. And that was called Hot Hand.
Yeah.
I heard him say it once.
It kind of makes sense if you think of the chaos. If
Yeah.
he's sitting there producing.
I mean, I gotta give you credit. I can't believe the amount of stuff you listen to. Yeah, it was
very different.
Sonically
Different than what we were used to on real, well, at least different what we're used to reacting to. For
very
sure.
different. And not even experimental. Just the fact that it was, like you said, it's a producer who is showcasing his abilities, and I think it was really, really well done.
Yeah,
and I like that he kept it, that he kept the tracks really short, because probably with a producer, the temptation would be, if it's your own thing,
let it ride out. Because they probably love the loop, and then they're just and let it sit for a few minutes.
You've got to love this as much as I do, so let it go for 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure once the album was done, he probably went back and like cut stuff that, like, I would imagine like there's probably like an hour version of this or more.
Yeah, but
that he probably went back and then
this made it more palatable for someone like me, a casual who doesn't know, other than what you tell me about him and what he was involved in. If I was to if you were to just say, pop this on when next time you go out with the dogs, or if you hit in the gym or you're just sitting out back, just let it ride from begin. I would have enjoyed that. But if it was too much of something, I think not only me, I think most people have a very short attention span.
Get bored of
if
it ran on.
And if it's not your thing, a 3 or 4 minute,
instrumental cut
or just chaos can get hard to listen to.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that the whole album was kept to
30 minutes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. The whole thing is 30 minutes, and it's like 18 songs. So,
oh wow,
they're very short songs.
Yeah, and it does feel like each one was its own surprise. I've liked that now,
which I guess
it's exactly what happened last night. Yeah,
click. Yeah, which is it's just a sign of a free artist. Like that's why I said with the Gorillas too, right? It's like just making there's no agenda.
Free, but also mind-blowing to someone like me how much.
And the fact that with the Gorillas case and this case, it's both one guy,
one person
making this whole record, like one person's,
and just giving
choices.
You a glimpse into their entire world of what they live and breathe 24/7. It's fascinating to me. I bow to their dedication, ability, talent. It was nice to hear, whether that was his voice or not, it was nice to hear, the
some
interaction between the dad and the son, if he was that involved in music and a radio station, even if just pretending to be the DJ that they heard or that they listened to is nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very personal album.
Great record, chill record.
Very chill.
Like definitely one you could play like kind of anywhere.
Oh,
no one would have a problem.
No. That could be playing in the back of a party.
Yeah, it's just
house party. Yeah,
good
anything.
music.
Very cool.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.
Super Bowl Sunday. In case I don't know when this will air, but it's not today.
Well,
it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Who knows?
Hope everybody survives Super Bowl Sunday.
Could be a month from now. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.